Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the AFC North lately, you know things are heating up in a way we haven't seen in a while. The Cleveland Browns, a team that's been building a solid foundation, has recently made some moves that could set them up for a serious leap in their quest for NFL supremacy. And no, I'm not just talking about their stellar defense, which, let's be honest, has been one of the best in the league over the past few seasons. No, what's really catching everyone's attention now is their offensive potential, and more specifically, the idea of upgrading their wide receiver core. Because, let's face it, even with a dominant defense led by Myles Garrett, Cleveland's offense needs that extra spark to truly become a Super Bowl contender. And speaking of Myles Garrett, what a monumental moment that was. Just today, the Browns and Garrett agreed on a record-breaking contract extension. We're talking about an average of $40 million per year, with a staggering $123.5 million guaranteed money. That makes Garrett the highest-paid non-quarterback in NFL history, a clear statement that Cleveland is all in on their franchise player. Locking him in for the long haul isn't just about retaining a star pass rusher. It's about signaling to the league and the division that the Browns are serious contenders and that they're willing to invest heavily in their defense. Garrett's presence on that line has been transformative, a game-changer in every sense of the word, and with this deal secured, Cleveland's defensive backbone is now more solid than ever. But as impressive as that is, you know the Browns aren't stopping there. No, their focus now shifts to offense. They've already made significant moves in recent years, trading for Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, and Elijah Moore, building what could become a very dangerous offensive lineup. Still, amid all this, one glaring need remains: a true second star at wide receiver. Jerry Jeudy remains a reliable, elite route runner, a guy who can create separation and make those big plays. Cedric Tillman has shown flashes of potential, but neither of them consistently threatens defenses after the catch in the way a true game-changing receiver does. And that's where Brandon Aiyuk enters the picture. Now, why Aiyuk? Well, if you look at his 2024 season, it's clear that he has developed into one of the most explosive and reliable separators in the league. He's a receiver who can beat coverage deep, win contested catches, and create mismatches all over the field. His route distribution and win rate by route, according to data from Fantasy PTS Data, show a player who's not just a deep threat but also incredibly effective in various situations. Aiyuk's ability to win in contested catch scenarios and his speed make him an ideal fit for Cleveland. He would give whoever the quarterback is in 2025, whether it's Deshaun Watson or someone else, a true, dynamic target. Imagine the possibilities. Adding Aiyuk to the mix would give the Browns a legitimate WR1 caliber player to complement Jeudy. This isn't just about adding talent, it's about creating a more balanced and unpredictable offense. With a defense anchored by Garrett and a receiver like Aiyuk stretching the field and making plays after the catch, Cleveland's offensive threat level would skyrocket. It would force defenses to double-team Jeudy or Tillman, opening up running lanes and tight end opportunities for David Njoku. The Browns would be able to spread defenses out, create mismatches, and keep opposing defenses guessing all game long. Now, looking at the broader picture, Cleveland's recent aggressive approach in trades reflects a clear strategy. They want to build a well-rounded, championship-caliber team. Trading for Aiyuk would be another step in that direction. Based on the current contract situations and draft capital, a move like this could look something like Cleveland sending a 2024 third-round pick, along with Greg Newsome II and a 2025 fourth-round pick, in exchange for Aiyuk and a sixth-round pick in 2025. For San Francisco, it's a way to recoup valuable draft capital and acquire a talented young cornerback in Newsome. For Cleveland, it's about acquiring a game-changing receiver who can elevate the entire offense. And let's be honest, the 49ers wide receiver room is crowded, with Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, and Brock Purdy all heavily invested in the team's future. Ayuk, despite his potential and talent, might be the odd man out if San Francisco needs to make cap space or restructure. Cleveland, with its growing reputation for making smart trades and building through talent, should be ready to pounce on this opportunity. Because, when you look at the bigger picture, adding Ayuk doesn't just fill a need, it transforms the Browns' offense into a more dangerous, unpredictable unit that can compete with the best in the AFC. Now, let's talk a little about their current season and what lies ahead. Cleveland has been building a formidable team, and with Garrett locked in long-term, the focus is now on making sure the offense can keep pace. The Browns have shown resilience and determination, especially on defense, but to truly challenge for the AFC title, they need a balanced attack. Ayuk's addition would be a game-changer, giving the Browns a legitimate WR1 who can stretch the field and create explosive plays. It's about taking the next step, about turning potential into results, and about finally making that deep playoff run that Browns fans have been dreaming of for years. With the AFC North becoming even more competitive, teams like the Cincinnati Bengals, Baltimore Ravens, and Pittsburgh Steelers all boasting talented rosters, the Browns need to be aggressive. They've already made big moves by extending Garrett, and now, acquiring a player like Ayuk could be the final piece to their offensive puzzle. Imagine the possibilities: a defense that can pin its ears back and rush the passer with Garrett, combined with an offense that can strike deep and sustain drives with Ayuk and Jeudy. That's a recipe for success, a team that can dominate both sides of the ball and make a real push deep into the playoffs. And you know what's really exciting? The Browns aren't just looking to compete this year, they're building a foundation for sustained success. Their front office has shown a willingness to spend and to make bold moves, and with Garrett's deal in the books, they're signaling they're all in. The addition of Ayuk would be another bold move, a statement that Cleveland is serious about competing at the highest level and winning championships. The fan base is buzzing, and for good reason, because the team is finally starting to look like a true contender, a team that can challenge anyone in the league when everything clicks. Of course, nothing is guaranteed in the NFL, but the pieces are aligning. The Browns are investing in their defense, locking down Garrett, and now, they're eyeing their offense. A player like Brandon Ayuk can be a difference maker, a player who can turn close games into comfortable wins. It's about elevating the entire team, spreading the field, creating mismatches, and putting defenses on their heels. This is exactly the kind of move that could propel Cleveland into that next tier of NFL teams, those serious about making a deep playoff run and chasing a Super Bowl. Now, as we wrap up, I want to remind you all that this isn't just speculation. The NFL offseason is always full of surprises, and Cleveland has proven they're not afraid to be aggressive. Their recent moves show a clear plan: build a dominant defense, add explosive playmakers on offense, and make a serious run in 2025. The potential acquisition of Brandon Ayuk fits perfectly into this puzzle, an elite young receiver who can help take their offense to new heights. So, Browns fans, keep your eyes peeled because the coming weeks could be very exciting. Whether or not this trade happens, one thing is for sure: Cleveland is making moves and they're not done yet. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. Do you think Ayuk is the missing piece? Are you excited about the direction this team is headed? Let us know. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. We're in this together, and the future looks bright for Cleveland. Thanks for sticking with me, and as always, go Browns.